Today we're going to be making objects to Today we're going to be making objects to zhuzh up your dinner table with air dry clay.
I'm Trace Barnett, host of Alabama Public Television's digital series Garden Party.
And I'm Jennifer Wallace Fields, host of Monograph. Trace, I know that you love to host, and I've got some great ideas for things that we can make for your next dinner party.
So you're talking right up my alley.
Perfect. Well, have you ever used air dry clay before?
I have never used air dry clay, so.
Well, it is a really fun, easy, and affordable way to make custom things for your table. If you were doing like a themed dinner party, you could make like different things for every place setting.
You know I love a theme, right?
I know you do.
And I love stuff that's free 99. I feel like we can get a lot of stuff out of this clay too.
We can.
Let's get started.
All right. So the first thing that we're gonna make are these taper candle holders. And to start, it's really simple. You just need to grab a big hunk of clay.
Big old hunk of clay.
Yeah.
Hunk of cold clay. Tell me about this clay. What is this made out of?
Dirt, water, and magic, because you don't have to have a kiln or any fancy equipment to make it set into something permanent.
And see, that's why I've never made anything out of clay necessarily, is because I don't have the equipment.
Right, this is a very accessible way to make very custom things for yourself.
I went big or went home with mine.
Perfect,
Go big or go home.
Get it kind of flat, and then you can use your rolling pin. You can also use things around your house to add texture to your clay. Like I have this doily here.
Oh, I love the doily. What a good idea.
Yeah, so you can just drape your doily over your clay.
You can use like what? Probably lace or anything, plant font, like foliage, anything you wanted.
Yeah.
Look at that, it's going directly in there.
Yeah, you just press it down and it makes the pattern.
Oh, that's so cool. It's almost like a sunburst.
And I do like to go ahead and pick it up so it's not completely stuck. And so you could leave it kind of in this free form shape, or if you wanted it to be more symmetrical, you can cut it out just using scissors.
That's a great
Or a cookie cutter.
All right, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna try and do like some patterns on mine too. All the mamas out here that make these are like, no, not my,
Not my doily.
not my knitted doily. I spent all winter on it. I love that. So cool.
So after you have your base, you're gonna repeat the same process. Try to make a longer piece this time so that we can cut the part that actually holds the candle.
I love how you don't have to be so like uniform or anything either. It's just kind of like your own.
Well, I think that's the beauty of handmade stuff. I mean, you want people to know that you made it. Like, otherwise, you could just buy it. You know, the uniqueness comes through in the way that people make
How's that
things.
looking? Is it okay?
You might need it to be a little...
Not okay. That is
a little
no,
bigger.
people.
And so then you can take your candle to measure how much, to see if you have enough to go around.
And I love that. Do you know why? Because when I come across candles that I'm really committed to, and then I bring them home and put them in my holder and they don't fit, that is just the worst.
Well, that's never gonna happen to you again. I think that looks great.
I love the little form there.
I know, it's like little leaves. And then you just kind of wanna cut it into a rectangle shape. And then when you get it the width that you need it, you just pinch it together. And it's okay if you mess up your design, because since we rolled it.
I'm messing up my design?
Yeah, it already looks bad anyway, so.
You know what, I'm just gonna go rogue with mine, and I'm just going with it.
I love that. Ooh, and I like the way that you wrapped it around the front like that.
I'm kind of feeling like a log feeling here, like a woodland thing.
Yes. So to get the two pieces to attach, you actually need to score both of the surfaces.
Okay.
And then we actually need a little water.
Oh, that's perfect, hold on. We have the water hand here.
Amazing. And not too much, but you just want to like add a little bit of water to both of the surfaces. And then
Wow, so the texture completely changes.
It does. And you can also use the water if you have like cracks or wrinkles in there that you don't like, you can use the water to smooth that out as well.
It's almost like an eraser.
It is. But you don't want to add too much or it turns into mush.
So cool.
That's beautiful.
Speaking of drying, do you just leave this out somewhere to dry, or is there a special place? Does the sun make it dry better? Or?
I wouldn't put it directly in the sun because you don't want it to dry too fast.
Don't look over here.
If it dries too fast, it might crack. So just put it kind of out of the sun and let it dry, and in 2 days you should be ready to paint.
How are we gonna decorate these?
So I have a couple here that I did make a few days ago, and we will just be painting these with acrylic paint. This is regular acrylic paint, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, just something that you can get at your local craft store.
I'm trying, oh, I love that. That's so 70s.
And then I'm gonna do the mustard and or I guess that would be harvest gold if I'm going with the 70s.
Yeah, harvest gold and avocado green. I'm gonna add a little bit of this variation here so it looks like moss.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
It's a contest, did you know it?
I think you're winning.
Whoever wins this gets a raise. I feel like I want some dots on here.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll connect those and make it like it's a little vine.
That would be cute. It's kind of looking Christmassy right now.
I'm gonna give it to Santa.
Try to convince him you've been a good boy.
Beautiful.
There we go. We did it.
Let's display our candles.
All right.
I love this little theme here. I think life should have a theme. Clearly we're taking a walk in the woods with ours. Pretty.
Beautiful. You can also use air dry clay to make custom napkin rings to like go with the theme of your dinner party, place card holders, or you can use those also to label what the food is that you're serving.
Such a genius idea, and then use this as sculpture later.
Yeah. All right. Our place setting is almost ready, and now we just need place cards.
Let's do it. Oh, yours is better. Let's do yours.
Well, this is a competition, right?
It is a competition.
All right, now that we've got our place settings, let's go set the table.
Let's go. Jen, using the air dry clay to decorate our table was so fun.
Trace, I had so much fun with you today. We should do this again sometime.
Subscribe to Alabama Public Television for more content like this.
See you then.
Cut.